Hello, my friends, my wonderful viewers. Tracy is with me, and she has a lot of questions to ask me. So
thank you for sending them in.
And we have Vivi with us. She was very unfaithful to me. So we will be answering questions from the comment sections, and please send me your comments at the end of the video. I want to make a lottery, but we will mention this at the end of the video. So for the next video, I will announce the winner from this video.
So thanks again for everyone that sent in questions. If you want to submit a question for me to ask Violetta, you can send them to psychicvioletta.questions@gmail.com. Today, some of the different questions we have are to do, of course, still with Harry and Meghan, as that is still very fresh. As well as a few questions on a couple of recent cases that have come up, and just some miscellaneous ones too. Like, I love it. You guys bring us a little bit of everything, and it's always so fun to
on live stream. We finished live stream, and there was only one question related to Don. So he's out of the picture, kind of unusual. We never thought that it would be days that we wouldn't talk about him. Oh, you.
All right. So my first question is from Lindy, who asks, do you see Andrew Cuomo being reelected in New York?
Yeah, there is a sixth woman who is accusing him today or yesterday. And it's so odd that they are hitting on three governors from California, from New York, and Wisconsin. Girlfriend, whatever her name. So they are attacking the places. There must be conspiracy about that. So would Cuomo be able to?
Will he be reelected in New York? 1, 2, 3.
There is some advertisement on TV, progressive, with that kind of hand.
Yeah.
Poking. So they will be poking him. But I think still people will be voting for him. The grass will be greener. They will show too many dirty things, and maybe the women will be re-elected. So that I don't like that advertisement, so maybe that's what it is, kind of crazy, progressive, and I thought doesn't make too much sense, but quite confusing advertisement, and maybe that will be something that people will start thinking differently. He's 62, I checked 2 days ago, so his weapon might not be that bad.
Might not be too bad yet.
So, but he can retire. He did so well for so long, and he has so many enemies.
So, as a follow-up to that, if he does not end up being reelected, will another Democrat be elected?
3 cards.
1.
She wants to get
2.
to you.
Hi. 3.
The moment I'm touching cards, she is running away from me. And because I was talking about her, I lost conscious ability to focus on
Will a Democrat be reelected?
The window is still to be opened, so it's not yet open. It is something that a lot of people will still love him. The part-time, the journey is not going to be easy for Democrats. Oh gosh.
Thank you, Lindy, for those questions.
It's not going to be too easy, and the window is still closed, so they have to start thinking. I want him to be re-elected. I think he was very good, but I'm not living there.
I wonder if that's another symbol of, spring, when we wait till spring to open the windows to let in the fresh air, to clean.
Yeah, but it is so many dirty things that they are kind of putting against him.
Okay, from Jojo. How is the Queen feeling right now?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. If someone was going through the prairies 100 years ago, they had a wagon. And the wagon has those wooden
wheels,
but with that spokes. The spoke is broken. It's enough when one is broken, the whole wheel can give up. And I think the whole future for the monarchy will be kind of in trouble to go forward. A lot of countries, Bahamas, I think they already removed the symbol of Queen from the they want to remove the symbol of the Queen
from the currency.
From the currency. In November they will do it. Canada is getting. I heard the messages yesterday. They want to pull themselves out of the Commonwealth.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so one will go, all the rules will follow.
Right.
It is something that Queen was doing a really good job for so long. She was always perfect, knowing what to say, how to behave, and so on. But Harry is the loose cannon. And because he married Meghan, he is jeopardizing the whole system of being perfectly coordinated, perfectly built, and it's not going to be easy if they don't. The heart is broken, so she is feeling completely devastated. Harry is in a hot spot, and yes, a lot of countries will start. This is a new camera, and everything is going like we are sitting the same way, but it's opposite. So they will have to calculate everything and what the benefits for Canada and Australia or New Zealand are belonging to the Commonwealth. 150 years ago it was worth it. I think now that the problems are gaining. We had a problem with the representative of the Queen. She was removed.
Yeah, our Governor General of Canada.
Governor General. And it's a waste of money. She's living in a better mansion than Trudeau. She was. So it is something that he's living actually on her property right now in a small house, and the big house was used by representative of the Queen, who was just supposed to do yes, no, how are you, I will nominate you for something and give you some medals and something like that. Yeah, I bet all the countries will start being in the disarray like that. The wagon is not going to pull, and it was 100 years ago was worth it, and 50 years ago it was worth it, but now it will be too old to ride on that wheel.
Okay. A second one that I have here from Jojo. What were Meghan and Harry's intentions for the Oprah interview? Do they actually want to repair relationships with the royals?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
They want to go on Eiffel Tower to use the elevator. On Eiffel Tower, I think 780 steps you are walking. I walked. I was able to do it. And then from that point you are using the elevator, and I see the elevator. They want to elevate themselves to go high, because Eiffel Tower is symbol of going really high. I think they want to have a better future with Netflix. Oprah said that she was not paying Meghan, but no one said who was paying them. No one is doing anything like that for free.
No. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we lost.
Sorry.
We lost the vision, so that scared me. We are doing always live, so there is no corrections. So I think that's what she wants. She wants. I don't know if they will achieve anything good for themselves. Actually, I can't watch on that camera. They want to look differently at them. Of course, they want to rejuvenate themselves. The legal things will be taken care of, and I can't figure out with this camera anything. And actually they will put more confusion, more problems for themselves. So it will be, they will sit on a bench. Meghan was saying something against Kate, and Kate is the future queen. That will be a problem.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting, the Eiffel Tower image.
Yeah, they want to go high for themselves, and probably Netflix was the one who was helping them too.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I think Meghan Markle has a deal with Netflix.
Yeah, they
too,
do
right?
have.
Yeah.
They both of them, they have it, and they want to make money. That's their way, and they will walk on the family's heads.
It's so hard.
And I feel sorry for Queen. Her husband was in a hospital. Prince Philip left the hospital when he knew that the Queen is in trouble. He came to be with her. So and he was going for operation. They were saying he will be 15 days in the new hospital, and he left. So it must be stressful for all those old couples who tried all their life to be perfect.
Yeah.
And now everything will be kind of like the wagon taking with the broken
wheel spoke. From Francesca, what will happen to the British monarchy after the Queen passes?
I think I just answered this.
1, 2, 3.
It will be like playing poker with open cards. So everything will be open. Nothing will. Somehow Queen was able to have people who were calming every situation. So little news was coming from the palace. Everything will be upside down. They will go different direction.
You gotta look at what your hands are doing.
Because it's opposite, and so
I have to fix the mirror.
Yeah, we are
Trying something new.
Yeah, we're always trying, and then it's confusing. Okay, they will have to go different direction eventually for the good harvest. This is that hand, because they will be worried about the finances. It's this hand. I will let you to do it on your own. You will see how confusing this is.
I've had more practice because of teaching on Zoom with teaching dancers. I often had to...
You have that?
I had a cheating way when I was teaching online on Zoom. I would put a scrunchie on my right hand so that when I was teaching my students on Zoom, I could figure myself out. That was my cheat.
Yeah.
I'm giving away my secrets today. From Booked Bewitch, I thought this was a great question. Why is the word pagan so frightening to people?
Pagan. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It's taking me to the time that in Poland we had different religion, was pagan religion. And God was Świtosz. He was looking at the forehead. He had looking every direction.
I'm sorry, the name was
Świtosz, I think. And it is something that people are doing a lot of magic because they want to protect themselves. So for everything there was some magic. And some magic are still staying with us to this day, like to put the Marzanna, symbol of winter, to the water. So you put the fire on Marjanna, make her first out of straws, and then put her in the water and put her in a river so she will drown, so there will be no more winter. We have still frozen rivers and so on. Most of the rivers is still frozen. So it is something that they are afraid. When we don't know something and it's related with the magic, people are afraid. Yeah, the magic.
Look at that perfect card to come up.
Magician. So it is magician. And sometimes it's related for women and men to for the health, for the security, so for love. So it is something that we can't predict, and people are afraid things that we don't know enough, and it's kind of magical, because things are magical even in our lives. Some things are magic.
There's some things that just can't be explained.
Yeah, you can't explain why you feel in love with one person, not with the other. Logically, you should go more for the security, but you are thinking completely out of the box and falling in love.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Okay, I had two people kind of come forward with a similar question. Are the allegations, I told you there was a lot of Meghan and Harry today, are the allegations against Meghan Markle from staff that serviced her true? Was she mean to them, or was it made up?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
She was frustrated with them because she thought that they are her enemies. They're observing her, telling Queen what she was doing, who she was talking with. I don't know if I would like to be in that golden cage.
No.
And I called this long time ago, she will be in the golden cage. She will be always outsider in England, and they will never accept her, and that's the result of that. She felt unhappy because she was used to it, to have a lot of power, a lot of freedom, and
different lifestyle.
Different lifestyle.
You're going from one extreme to another.
And she wanted to be glamorous. She wanted to be appreciated. It's not that easy. Angel of Justice. What she put, she received. Yes, she didn't like them. They didn't like her. That was so sometimes not reasonable. She was new. She didn't know how to adjust to that new situation, and she was fighting with depression. So it was something that she was not used to it, to feel that way. And I said this, I said that. Digesting every word who someone said to you, it's not that easy. When we are completely controlling ourselves, our thoughts, and then she was suffering with depression, probably anxiety too. Anxiety is when you think ahead, depression when you think backwards, what you did, and so on. So she was overwhelmed, and pregnancy is not easy. A lot of women have pregnancy depression, so that's normal for women to be pregnant and depressed, because it's the
and sometimes we over glamorize it sometimes too. We say, oh, pregnancy is this beautiful, wonderful thing, and you're just gonna love every moment of it. I have a friend right now that's pregnant, and she looks at me and she says, Tracy, I can't.
I was in the hospital for 10 days because I couldn't even drink water.
Yeah.
I had the morning sickness like Kate from the palace had. So yeah, he put me on IV for 10 days. Eventually, it helped like magic, and it was not harmful for the baby, so that was good, because I didn't want to take any tablets. And it's not fun, not when you can't even. And I was losing 5 pounds, 10 pounds in the first 3 months instead of gaining.
Yeah.
So and that
would have been a very stressful time for her as well.
Yeah, and I felt some days very blue because you don't have enough sleep. You feel like you can't eat. Everything is yucky. I wish I had that now. Maybe that will make me to lose weight. But I'm too old to get pregnant.
Oh, goodness.
I will do it for you.
My surrogate. Okay, my next one is from Caroline. The Pacific Ring of Fire has been activated by the high magnitude quakes that have been happening near New Zealand. Will this activate the west coast of the USA to experience more?
All right. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It's like playing trumpet. Connection with the different tones. So yes, probably something will be related to create some music. The judgment. It's all about the climate change as well, and the judgment is from above us. We can't control this. The earthquakes. Angel of Security will be watching over some parts, so probably it's not going to be as bad as it was. People will be fighting, people will be trying to help and survive.
I feel like when you say trumpet too, I also picture that like the morning wake-up call with the trumpet, the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Jericho trumpets.
That awakening, the earth reawakening with the trumpet.
But Jericho trumpets in Jericho, they destroy, they shake and destroy the city.
Oh!
And here, that's the Bible.
Jericho. Yes.
Jericho, yeah. I always say some words differently because I grew up knowing them that way.
I can picture this because it wasn't that they did it for days. It was the army that would come and they would play, or they were doing something, and then
So that can cause the earthquakes, the sounds, some that we can't explain it.
Huh. Trumpet. Okay, from Christina. Is it possible for your loved one who is sick to come to you in a dream and give you a warning that they will be passing soon?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Not only before, but sometimes they are coming to warn you about something when they pass away. So that the connection is still there with specific people, not with everyone. It takes some adjustment to know that. It's not always that we will know. Loneliness and we're between the lovers, so if that person loved you so much and it's feeling lonely, then sometimes they connect and tell you.
It would just be a beautiful thing to experience.
I never had that. I had, experience that someone who passed away was visiting me many times, but not.
It's not
before.
that it's not really my story to tell, but her son Roman has actually experienced that the night that his grandmother passed away.
Oh yes, my husband's mom.
Yeah, she came and visited him in his dream. But she came as like her younger self, and he woke up and looked at me and he said, my grandmother's passed away. And like he very vividly had known that was why she came and visited him to say goodbye.
And she was in Poland, and he knew her. He met her 2 times in the recent years, but he met her when he was young. We took them to Poland. So he was not very close with her.
But he very vividly...
He saw her when she did that. And that's so odd. She came to visit him, not his father, not me, which he knew not as much better. But he was the last one who was seeing her.
And developed a connection. Okay, my last question is kind of an interesting one. It was an interesting story to read. So I apologize because I wasn't sure what to call you. So LLCH, I want to say maybe Rubies. So Melissa Caddick of Australia, she is a woman that ran a Ponzi scheme. She ended up like stealing something like $23 million from friends and family. Her home was raided in 2020. I believe it was somewhere around, actually I can't remember what the month was, but in 2020, and she vanished. when the home was raided. Last week, her remains were found on a beach, but no one knows how she got there. And she's wondering if you maybe have any insights on this.
So, when she vanished, what was...
So she vanished in 2020, and she just washed up on a beach this past week. I'm wondering if you have any insights on this.
So, she looks like she was a natural cheater. And so what is the question? Who did that?
Yeah, any insights on how she's ended up?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Hourglass. Someone lost the patient. The time was clicking. She took advantage of so many people, and it was a woman who was so angry at her. So it is some related to some woman who did that. The choices that she was making, the other person was waiting for her to pay back, and she didn't. And it was all about... What? And it is all about... Oh, the wrong one. Yeah. About the decision. You know, she couldn't make the good decision. She was taking decision and scheming people, and eventually a woman was involved in it.
Interesting.
It's not a man, it's out.
She sent me some videos on it too, and it was just very interesting story, and I was kind of surprised that I hadn't actually heard of it.
And it's unusual
before.
that women would do that.
Women can be very scheming.
And I think the other woman was a little bit helping her at the beginning about that.
Oh.
So she doesn't want anyone to know about her. So she schemed her, but she was scheming as well others. So she was helping her to make the decisions. She was pointing to people, and then she was afraid. So she's kind of guilty as much as the other.
She is.
Yeah, because eventually this lady took advantage of her too.
I just wanted to take a second to say thank you guys for your patience as we navigate through some new technology that we've received lately. I know the last video there was quite a few comments about sound and the video quality. Hopefully this week's is better. But again, thank you for your patience as we do this. There's always learning curves, but we appreciate your support as we navigate through this.
And if you would like to have more notification, please write comments and please send me your questions.
Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs ups, because apparently YouTube will send you notification if you are involved in the channel. Not always probably is working, but that's the way that they want you to think. I'm doing some research on my own.
I was really proud this week. She was sending me lots of things that she was looking into. It was great.
Yes, so I'm trying my best. About lottery, the half-an-hour lottery will be announced next week, and I will choose from people who were on my YouTube channel, who
Commenting underneath this video?
Comments on this video. So don't worry about other videos, it's just this video, and I'm not writing the names because it's few hundred.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, I will never be able to do that, to keep the basket. I'm just putting, I will need probably humongous basket for that, so I'm not going to do that, and it's easy for me to, in front of you, to find the winner. I think that's fair.
So make sure if you would like to enter, make sure you comment underneath saying, please have me entered in the contest.
Oh, you know, I like your videos, and usually no one was saying that they don't want to have reading with me when they won. You can give it to someone else if you don't, but that's up to everyone. And if not, and then I will announce another winner on the next video. But I think usually people want to be part of this video. So stay positive, stay safe, and give love to others, because you can't really get love if you are not giving. and feel happy, because so many people are vulnerable and feeling, well, not feeling happy. You can't make yourself feeling happy, but fake it until you make it, kind of. Sometimes that's the way it is. A year ago, when my husband was going through the operation, I was making myself to come and do the videos, and it was helping me. Instead of saying, oh, for me, I was finding the good energy from the people, and it was helping me.
And find moments of gratitude to practice as well.
Be happy what you have, not what you don't. We are praying for the people who needs our energy, and that we can help them somehow to have the light at the end of the tunnel. I love you guys, and see you next time. Okay?
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. And thank you for your likes.